Special Ready, Steady, Cook.
Welcome to Ready, Steady, Cook. We've got a real sports relief treat in store for you today. Please welcome first up in the Red Kitchen, cooking with Leslie Walters, it's the comedian and TV presenter, Nick Hancock! And in the Green Kitchen, joining Chef Richard Phillips, it's that great England cricketer. Yes, it could only be Alan Ladd! Fantastic. Great to have you on the programme.
It's lovely to be here. I'm beside myself with excitement.
Ready, Steady. It's kind of everybody just thinks, oh, Ready, Steady, Cook. You know, it's been with us for so long.
I know, and you get here and it's...
Oh, all excited. Are you a good sportsman? I've seen you play football. We've done, for Sports Relief, we played football out in Africa.
Yeah.
What about the old cricket?
Well, I like to play, but I'm obviously appalling. I mean, you've got Lammy on the show, you know, I wouldn't like to claim that I have any skills, but I'll try.
Yeah.
I'm a game trier.
Yeah, exactly, a game trier. Are you a game trier in the kitchen, Nick?
Yeah, I'm a bit of an irritant in the kitchen. I'm very much popping around. Anybody that's cooking in my kitchen, I'm going, have you forgotten that? And shouldn't you be putting
I know. I've met your wife. I know she cooks the most wonderful Iranian food, but she always gets you out there.
Yeah.
Go on, get out your bag goodies and let's have a look.
Here we go.
Well, tell us what you've brought along then.
Well, broccoli, especially because that's my kids' favourite. Brilliant that my kids' favourite food should be broccoli, because usually they're not so keen. Obviously, Roquefort, because it's the prince of cheeses.
All right, then. New potatoes, manga and some the old beetroot on the old stalk. So how much did you spend, Nick?
I spent a ridiculous £10 and 8 pence.
We're not going to moan about that. Shall we let him off?
Yes! Thank you very
They love
much.
you here, Nick. What do you think, Leslie Walters?
Wow, it's a beautiful bag. Is that right? Yes,
I'm
perfect,
hoping
darling,
so.
perfect. Stunning. I think, for a start, this looks such beautiful lamb. I'm not going to mess with it. I think I'm just going to marinate it in olive oil and black pepper.
Lovely.
Keep it really, really simple. And then do sort of like a crushed Roquefort and potato mash to go
I want
with
it now.
I know,
I want it
sounds
now.
delicious.
Which I think would be stunning. I think I'm going to do a posh cauliflower cheese with this because I love broccoli, but I think maybe some sort of fondue to go with the broccoli.
Very
which I
nice.
think will
We
be
don't mind a bit of
really
that,
good.
yeah.
I love beetroot as well. I'm going to keep that a secret as to what I'm going to do with that. And we've got a lot of mango here, so I think we're going to do 2 puddings with this, but you'll just have to wait and see.
I like the idea of you squeezing that thing. Is it right? Can you give Nick a bit of a squeeze and tell me whether he's right then, Liz?
Ripe as you
Perfect,
are.
darling.
Ripe as you
He's
are.
perfect. Absolutely perfect. Nick and Leslie, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Lammy, how you doing? Good to see you, my man. Really, really good to see you. You still get out in the crease sometimes?
No, too old for that now.
Really?
I just watch.
Yeah. But you're a great sort of believer in sort of, you know, people who do things with sports and charities. You've supported it for many, many years, haven't you, Lammy?
Yeah, totally. And I think sport's great. It brings people together, and sports relief is just wonderful because, you know, you go all over the world. What habit? Sports brings people together.
Yeah.
So I'm a great believer.
It's never going to stop. Something that's just there with us, isn't it, Rich?
Sport and food.
Yeah, sport and food.
Definitely, that has
Food.
to
Let's
be.
have a look in that bag. What have you brought along for our chef today? Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, I know.
There we are, there we are,
What have
there
we
we
got
are.
here, then?
Right. I've got a little bit of venison. Because I think venison at the moment is also, people have lost it. I think if you cook venison the right way, it's just as good as beef. So I thought venison beef.
Perfect.
Winter, bit of kale, chopped up, and a little bit of whatever, but I'll leave that to you, you know. Lovely mushrooms, the big old, put a bit of mushrooms, cherry tomatoes, and
Potato,
a
and a bit of cheese.
And a little bit
How
of...
much did that cost you?
I think $9.79.
$9.79. I think it's a lovely bag. Was he done, chef?
No, he's under.
I
you
know.
see.
Well
I mean,
under.
look, Nick, over £10. I mean, a Stoke boy. I didn't hear he had so much.
He's having a go at you over there,
So when somebody else is paying, I'm happy to put over 10.
Yeah, you would. You know what those Stoke boys are like. They're very tight.
No, mate. What do you think then, chef?
Well, this is absolutely fantastic. I mean, we were talking earlier, and now we've got such a lot in common about food, and I love venison. So I think keep it quite classic with this. So roasted venison, I'm going to tie it up and do a peppercorn crust, so herb and peppercorn crust on top of that. We'll slice that, it'll be absolutely wonderful. Maybe we'll do some nice nice spiced wedges to go with it. Keep it quite classic. What are we going to do here? I would do a mushroom and onion, sort of, I think maybe like a French onion soup with a nice brie de meaux on top.
Oh, sounds good.
And we'll make our own tomato relish to go with this as well.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Sounds excellent.
Sounds good. He's absolutely delighted. Nick Hancock down there is absolutely delighted too, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's in store. Hold your applause. Because first, we have to give them 20 minutes and say those words. Ready, steady, cook.
OK, apron on, baby.
OK, get those aprons on, guys. And let's see how it goes. Hey, Les, you're straight in there. What are you doing?
Oh, blimey. I need to get Nick
Give me
doing
jobs,
these.
give me
Get your
jobs.
ball up,
Right,
darling.
yeah,
Get your
yeah.
ball up. Right, OK, so...
Quite strict, isn't she?
I'll tell you what.
I like it. I
She's
like
very
it.
bossy. A lot of men like a bossy woman.
There's
in
a
the
little
kitchen.
sexual frisson here. It's a little one.
Do you never get bossed about at home then, Nick?
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
I say yes sometimes. Of course I do.
Yeah, everybody likes that. And do you boss Tim at home a little bit, Les?
Yes, absolutely. His nickname for me is Gordon. And that's all I'm going to say.
That's revealed everything, I tell you.
Dear. Right,
Okay.
Am I doing
OK.
this properly?
Yes, that's it, darling. I would.
Good.
Absolutely, you're doing it perfectly because you don't want to peel it because the skin is there's hardly anything
Right.
there. So just scrape them
And
off.
what about the beetrooot sort of leaves here, Les? Would you use them
Use
for
them in a
anything?
salad. So Nick, the next thing I want you to do is give them a wash.
I haven't finished this yet.
Well, hurry up.
This, for goodness sake.
Oh, my word, she don't mess about.
She-
Oh, dearly.
Nightmare.
She's almost as bossy as Alan Sugar, isn't she?
Oh, talking about Alan Sugar.
Yeah, got to say, ladies and gentlemen, Nick has done the Alan Sugar bit in Sports Relief. What was it
Yeah,
like?
The Apprentice I did for Alan Sugar. I'll tell you what was interesting. I mean, he's got a bit of a reputation as Sir Alan.
Yeah,
we have
Sir
to call
Alan,
him, of
absolutely,
course.
Sir Alan.
And it's well deserved, I'm going to tell you. He's strict, but he's funnier than you'd think. He's he's a funny bloke. He's good.
Well, he ran Tottenham Hotspurs for such a long
Yeah,
time.
so he must be used to having a bit of a
Must be
laugh.
hysterical.
Hey, Don't be rude about my side, eh?
Is that your son? You're not a Tottenham fan, surely?
I didn't know, Mr. Lamb. Are you a
Yeah.
Tottenham fan?
Did he get fired?
Yeah.
He probably
I
got fired.
can't tell you if you have to watch Sport Relief tonight. Watch the whole night of Sport Relief, and you'll find out who does get fired
We all
from
like
The
a bit
Apprentice.
of that, don't we? We all like that. Oh,
I'll tell
Would
you,
do-
one of the people is Hardy, but he's a bit of a chef, isn't he? Old Hardy.
Oh, yeah.
Coley,
Yeah.
So he was on there, and Tuffers was on there, Lammy.
Oh,
Would
God.
you employ Tuffers?
Toughest, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
It's terrible then. Half have a go at each other, these cricketers, sportsmen in general, eh? Tell us what you're going to be doing here then, Les.
Well, I think we're going to be doing a lot of different things. Let's just start off with this mango. I'm going to do a really, really simple mango and brown sugar kind of pudding cream. But I'm also going to make some quick, instant mango type of tarts using the bread here.
OK, that's going to be a base, is it?
And that's going to be the base, and we're just going to start off
Interesting.
with a little bit of butter.
OK.
So what you need, Ains, is brown sugar, mango. Can you just look at the texture of that bread? Because if you look at it, it's quite dense. It's almost cake-like, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Yeah?
OK. So you're actually adding the sweetness. So you've got the basis there of what you might say...
almost like a Madeira cake.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Lovely.
So we're just going to get on with that.
OK,
How
we've
you
got...
doing there? You're doing
I'm not
very
doing
well.
too badly. I'm nearly
You're doing
down
very
these.
well.
17 minutes to go now, guys. OK,
Oh,
brown
thanks,
sugar.
Ains.
Eggs and cream too, Les?
Eggs and cream. No, actually, I'm going to keep it quite pure. Honey, lime, brown sugar, and just put it onto a baking tray and serve it with cream. So
Lovely.
these are some
Nice idea,
instant
guys.
pudding you
Eh?
can do.
Sometimes those kind of simple things really kind of help us at home because,
in there.
you know, we often think bread, oh, what am I going to do with bread? Let's just put a bit of bread and butter pudding.
Stick it in there, darling.
Sprinkle a bit of sugar, the mango goes on top, as Leslie says, and we have a perfect dessert with a bit of lime, did you say too, Leslie?
Bit of lime.
Oh, God,
So
looking
we're
forward
just
to
gonna
seeing
dip
that
that
later. OK, we'll come back and see you.
OK,
Let's leave Nick
Nick.
and Leslie for the moment and see how Richard and Lammy are getting on down here. Chef, are we talking venison?
We are. We're talking venison, Ains. So I've just tied it just to keep the shape. Very important when you're
And did you talk
cooking
about
things.
peppercorns with it too, or...?
Yes, I'm going to attempt to do a, if I have the time, a peppercorn and herb and bread crust. So we're going to make a lovely crust from the sort of bread, butter, blitz up some herbs, get it nice and green,
Fantastic.
and some lovely peppercorns in there as well.
OK, so
a little
nice
bit of-
robust herbs in there.
Very much so. A bit of thyme, hard herbs, Going to get some colour on that. Got a little bit of garlic in there. Then some fresh butter's going to go into that. We're just going to nappe it, spooning over all these wonderful brown, nutty flavours from the butter. But I'm going to cook it on the top here. I'm going to keep it nice and pink.
OK, so that doesn't hit the oven at all the time?
No, because I want it nice and pink.
Lovely. OK, cool.
We've got on here, we've got our lovely tomato salsa, which Alan's kindly chopped up. Bit of vinegar, bit of sugar, bit of tomato puree. We're going to make our own tomato chutney with that.
There you go.
To serve with the venison.
Now, I can't understand people who go out and buy tomato chutney, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, if you've got a few tomatoes at home, guys, you know those that are getting a little bit soft in the bottom of your fridge? Perfect, wouldn't you say, Rich?
Absolutely. That's the best ones to use because they're just packed full of flavour, you know.
Sure. What about you, Al? Do you ever kind of go to the bottom of your fridge and pull out a few ingredients and think, I'm going to make something?
Well, what you said about cherry tomatoes is perfect. Get that morning, they say always have a bit of grilled tomatoes on toast in the morning before you go to work. Absolutely perfect.
Going. What do you have? You've got wonderful memories of your early days in South Africa. Are you a bit of a babute man, or what do you like?
Well, you know, we were sort of... meat would be a big sort of dish in South Africa, you know, eating out sort of barbecues and that type of stuff.
And they kind of like to introduce a bit of sweetness too, don't they? They like their kind of fruits, that kind of Malay influence, if you like.
Oh, yeah, totally. And I think it's changed since you've been down there. You've created a whole new way of life.
Every time I go back to South Africa, it all happens again.
I think everything's gone, you know, the fusion food, cooking, everything. I think South Africa's sort of expanded. I haven't been back for a while, but they tell me it's great. Some of the food restaurants are...
Unbelievable. And the quality, the cuts, and the pound goes a long way with the rand.
Oh, yes, it does.
Quite amazing. About 14 minutes to go. Now, you know, when you were touring and you were going to all these exotic countries, then we're talking, you know, a few years ago, what was the food like, Alan? And is it, do you have a favourite? Do you have a country where you think, I can't wait to go back there on tour again?
You know, I think my first trip was to India, and I wasn't a big curry man. And it was only the second trip I went back. I loved the curry. So the first one, I was on bully beef and sort of omelettes and that. But what I found about going, when we were touring around the countries, it was brilliant to go and sample the wine, sample the different food. And I think that's what it's like.
But what about fishing? Because you went off to New Zealand. You're very keen to go down that part of the world. And
yeah, I mean, what we used to in New Zealand was great because we used to go fly fishing, and if we caught the fish, we took it back to the hotel and said to the hotel manager, "You've got to cook this for us." And they did. It was brilliant. Even one day, I mean, we got back to the hotel and we had this big salmon, and we said we'll have it in Elton John's suite. He was touring then with us, watching the cricket, and went up and had a party up in his room.
You see, if you're a top sportsman, you get to meet all the best, eh? The old Rocket Man himself.
Oh, Rocket Man.
Oh, I tell you. Let's catch up with the chef here. All sorts of things. A bit unusual. He's frying the chips here in a little bit of garlic oil. Why is that then, chef?
Just to enhance the flavour, really, Ainsley. You know, I'm shallow frying. You know, I don't really deep frying. It's because one, I don't really have the time to blanch them. So I like to blanch my chips first. So this is more like a fried potato rather than a chip.
And briefly about those before you throw them in the oven?
So this is our wonderful flat mushrooms.
Yeah.
I've just cooked down a little bit of the tomatoes, bit of the curly kale. I've got the brie de meaux, absolutely fantastic. You can just smell it.
Difference between the brie de meaux and just ordinary brie?
Just it's a wonderful French brie.
It's a bit more mature, isn't it?
It is.
It's got a real intense flavour.
This is going to be
Try it out, guys. A little bit more expensive, admittedly, but the flavour, as Richard said, is really worth it. Fantastic.
So just a bit of white wine.
Yeah.
Bit of butter. It's going to create its own sauce. Put some thyme in here as well, and all those flavours are going to work really well together. They're going to go into the oven.
Great.
They won't take long. I'm making a French onion soup.
Okay.
Right, so sweat down the onions. That'll be great, Ainsley. Thank you.
Tell us about the French onion soup.
So I'm going to cook the onions down, but not too quick. We don't want fried onions. We're not at a football match. We're going to stew them down.
Okay.
We get a nice brown colour. So keep brushing the base of the pan, getting those lovely caramel flavours out. But what's very important is season early on. It brings out all the sweetness from the onion and lets it drain, and that'll help caramelise it.
Bleed a little bit, really, doesn't it?
That's going to help it caramelise and
nice
get those
little touch there by our chef.
So what we're then going to do,
and this bread that Alan's cutting here,
that's going to be the top. We made like a rarebit, like a Welsh rarebit. Which is in there. That's the other part of our brie de meaux. Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of Dijon mustard, salt, pepper, and 1 egg yolk. We're going to spread that over the top of our croutons.
Yeah.
That's going to sit on top of the soup and just be really oozy.
And is that the right consistency, or do you want that massive?
Let's give it a little bit of a whisk there, please, Alan. It's not quite what I was looking for.
OK. Should we put it in a little blender, chef?
Yeah, I think we just blend that up a little bit.
I think we're just going to get that. I think we're going to put that in a little blender. I'll get one for you, Al. Okay. No problem, mate.
What I've got, Ainge, is I've got a grill on here, so Alan, if you could just pop it under the grill to toast the bread. I only need 2 of those. That's perfect. You've got...
OK. OK, just past halfway now, guys.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. There you go.
What's happened to this?
I know, time just absolutely... Pop that on the top there, press that button and away you go.
Magic.
That
Thanks,
one
Ains.
there you go. Beautiful. OK, we've got lots of interesting things here. The venison's cooking down. How long would you have to leave that rest for, Chef?
I always sort of... half the cooking time, and this goes for anything you're cooking, half the cooking time, rest it for that amount of time. So if I cook that for 10 minutes, rest it for 5.
That's a good tip. Good tip, guys. Yeah? Think about that when you're doing your roast or something like that. And you two guys at home, when you're doing a roast or, you know, a bit of beef or something like that you put into the oven, just allow it to relax. Hey, let's get back and find out how Leslie's getting on with these crusted lamb cutlets here. Look at those.
They're looking good.
Yeah, they are looking
Look
good.
at him, he's cooking.
It's really got me working, actually. And do you know what? I've enjoyed it.
Are you really?
I've never, ever done an hour's work or 20 minutes work in my life.
There you
and
go.
I find it's quite good fun.
There you go.
I feel pure.
Oh, well, there you go. How many people come on Ready, Steady, Cook and say that, Les? They absolutely
Quite a lot,
love it.
actually.
I know, it's extraordinary. All right, my darling, you've got something sealed there in the pan. What's that going on?
Oh, it's just steaming away the tender stem, and I'm steaming it in the wine, and then I'm going to add the cheese. Lift it out and add the cheese to the wine.
Wow, that's very French, isn't it?
Ooh.
Cheese and wine and all that going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think
Oh,
yourself
look
as
at
a
those
teenager
babies.
there, didn't you? Eh?
Pressing over. All right, OK, OK. How are you
lovely.
doing there? That's
They're not
good.
very well.
So, Nick, what are you doing? You're going off with the Sports Relief. You're looking forward to this?
Yes, Sport Relief's going to be fantastic. I mean, you've been to Africa with me with Comic Relief before, haven't you? And of course, there's always an issue with food with Comic Relief and visiting Africa and things like that.
Oh, well.
But I know one
We
of
got thoroughly sick, didn't
we
we?
did get very, very sick. The thing I remember most of all is it doesn't matter where you go, and obviously you visit some very unfortunate places in Africa, but when you get to a town, even in the middle of Africa, we went to Burkina Faso, didn't we, in Ghana?
Ouagadougou.
Yeah, there is a Chinese restaurant wherever you go. You can be in the middle of nowhere, there's a happy wok, isn't there? It's true.
So true, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you. Unbelievable. There we are.
Pasta.
And there we are. We travelled, we were, as Nick was saying, we were with Comic Relief out in Africa. We travelled all through the bush. We'd eaten all the food that'd been taken from the land using our fingers and everything else. And all of us, when we got to a big major city, we got to Ghana, went to a 5-star hotel, had the eggs a little bit too underdone.
You get food poisoning. That's happened to
True,
me.
and it happened to me when I was in Thailand.
There you
To me in India as well.
You know.
Although I remember the other thing I remember about going to Africa with Comic Relief was that Ainsley got upgraded to first class, you know. And do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? He got food poisoning. The rest of us, who were in the rest of the plane, we were fine.
That's enough, that's enough. OK, now mix that in there for me.
Oh, lovely.
I'm shaking, man.
Don't worry, Nick, don't worry. You learned something from it, mate. That's lovely
OK, double
stuff.
cream, double
All right,
cream.
double
Right,
cream,
please have a
double
bit of...
cream. Here.
Right, OK, I want you to add a bit of black pepper in there. It's your garlic dip. A little bit of salt.
Yep.
OK, and this is our Roquefort in there. Then in a moment, I want you to strain those and crush them for me, Nick.
Strain
okay?
what and crush them?
These potatoes
What am I doing
in
with
about
this?
2 minutes.
What am I doing with
Mix
that?
that together with a spoon.
not
That's
too
just
quickly.
it.
You've got about 6 minutes to go.
OK.
We're fine.
All right. We're
And
all right,
what about
actually.
media stuff, Nick? What are you up to?
I'm in the middle of doing a game show on ITV called Duel, which
Going
is
well?
Saturday night. Yeah, it seems to be going OK. And that's quite interesting. I mean, you know, you and I, Ainsley, we started together, didn't we?
I know, a long
doing
time ago.
doing the comedy circuit.
I used to love those days.
And,
you know,
yeah, well, quite honestly, I'm amazed that you're still in work, and you must be amazed that I'm still in work. That's fair enough, isn't it?
I love this man. He's like my brother. In fact, he's my agent.
We're both still getting away with it, mate.
I
That's what
know,
it
we
is.
certainly are. So what have you done with that then, Les?
This is a Greek yoghurt and cream and lime and maple cream.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to finish that off with loads of mango on the top.
Yeah.
And, darling, I need a lime.
A
Darling.
lime. What do you want to do with that
A
lime?
lime.
I want you to squeeze the lime over this
Yes.
for me.
Oh, lovely. OK.
Sure.
Squeeze. Squeeze.
Squeeze, I'm squeezing, girl.
Beautiful.
Now that's looking good. So
And-
the idea of the lime, and it's particularly nice with things like mango and papaya, isn't it, Les?
Absolutely.
A little bit of lime juice on
The
Absolutely.
it.
sharpness against the sweetness. you
Absolutely.
see. Here we go.
OK, let's have a look here. Bellowing smoke.
Just check I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to smash these.
Smash them.
Can't see anything in here, Les.
Where's the rest of that Roquefort cheese gone? Nick, get that in there and some mint from over there.
OK, and Les, do you take the lime when it's cut and
Yeah,
squeeze on
and
the top?
squeeze it over the top, yeah.
Wonderful. Just look at that. And this is the toasted sweet bread with the mango on top, and it's baked. You can see the lovely
all
little
of this
flecks
in?
of lime there.
Yeah, I want it all in, baby, and I
And
want you
where
to
was the
mash
brown
it.
sugar, Leslie?
The brown sugar I couldn't find, so it's white sugar on the top,
yeah.
OK?
Well, I put it on the top of the table
I know,
there for you.
I'm blind.
All right, then. So was I when I opened the oven.
Hey, what's it, you,
Oh, I love you too, Les. OK, we've got
Which one's
these...
mint? Which one's mint? Which one's mint?
the mint is... We can find it.
He doesn't know.
No, I do. It's just a case of finding it. It's not... there it is.
Oh, thank goodness.
Right,
There, that
Nick,
one there.
where's
Matey,
that
thank you.
garlic,
OK.
that wonderful garlic stuff you did for
OK,
me?
we've got 3 minutes to go. Let's
let me
leave
do
Leslie
this.
and
Put some of
Nick.
this in there.
They're doing a fantastic job down there. All those things of lovely succulent lamb and stuff like that. But what's happening with Richard? OK, I think we're just in time for the mushrooms to come out of the oven. All right, Chef, let's have a look at those. Wow.
They've come out. You can see that
Looking
it's melted. The aromas are there. The white wine's coming through. The thyme. Just bang on. Let me just show you what I've done with the venison.
OK.
So I cooked it whole, okay, to keep it nice and moist. Let it rest. I've just cut one half of it in half, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
We made a wonderful peppercorn crust here. Okay, so that was
Peppercorn crust, which is-
Peppercorn crust with herbs.
Yeah.
Alan made that. So it's butter, breadcrumbs, blended together with
Coming
some
up for
herbs.
2 minutes. Yeah.
Ains, would you? I'm not sure what's going on with this. Do you want to put my grill on?
Yeah, it's on there.
No, it's nothing, it's
We've
nothing
tried,
happening
but
OK, we'll just
but
do this,
failed.
Al. Here we are, mate. Let's find
Bit
that
of a
gun
blow
for
gun,
you.
maybe.
Yeah, we're going to have a bit of a blowtorch on there, Al.
A blowtorch.
If I can find it, I'll be able to find it in a second. There we are, mate. There we are. Use this one here. There we are. We haven't got a grill, so straight
we go.
away. There's your grill.
Improvise.
Lovely.
So let me tell you about this crust.
So you'll be all right. Won't do anything. Right there. Just hold it there. Hold it there. That's it. Hold it there. That's it, my man.
Gee.
Looking good. That's it. Keep concentrating on that. We'll toast up beautifully.
So let me
All
tell
right,
you,
so this is the onion
so
soup.
following on from that crust, so we blended up the butter, the bread, the herbs, the peppercorns, blended it so we get a wonderful colour and a great smell. I've just topped the venison with that. That's what we're going to serve with the tomato chutney and the wonderful
Fresh
curly
tomato
cake.
chutney.
Fresh tomato
OK, we've got
chutney.
1.5 minutes to go.
How's that
good.
looking, yeah?
Yeah, look. Just hold that there. That's it, like that.
What? It's not burnt.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There you go.
Right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's leave our chefs to get on with it now. You can see the food really is coming together. Lots of wonderful aromas. Do you agree? Yeah.
OK, Alan, once that's ready, mine's very hot. Very good.
1 minute to go.
Top of the soup, please.
Oh, baby.
Top of this soup.
Woo!
45 seconds now.
Hey, let's how you doing? Bit of lemon. Get on with that.
Not bad. Well done, Uri. It's the new Uri Geller.
What do you need?
Pick chervil, pick parsley. Now.
Go and get me some cream.
Right. And a nice sprinkle of thyme. You know what that is?
OK, 30 seconds now.
All right, mate. OK, hang on a second. And icing sugar dredger, which is underneath.
Where do you want? A little bit of time on top, yeah?
All right, because I'm running
15
out of time.
seconds. OK, guys, help me ready to count
There's a
down.
dredger underneath. Don't worry.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Don't worry.
4, 3, 2,
There we are.
1, stop! Cooking! Fabulous. OK, let's have a look what's on our Sports Relief menu today. In the Red Kitchen, Leslie and Nick have been busy preparing roasted balsamic beetroot with garlic sour cream dip, followed by broccoli stems steamed in white wine with a Roquefort fondue. Crusted lamb cutlets with mint butter crumbs served on crushed Roquefort potatoes. Maple and lime syllabub with juicy mango cheeks. And finally, sweet baked mango and lime bruschetta. Whilst over in the Green Kitchen, Richard and Alan have been busy preparing French onion and white wine soup with rarebit croutons. Baked mushrooms stuffed with tomato, kale and melted brie. Glazed venison with peppercorns and herb crust with homemade tomato chutney and buttered kale. And finally, roasted venison served with garlic potato wedges and a red wine and peppercorn sauce. Fantastic. OK, let's find out exactly what it tastes like. Come on, Nick, come over here. It's no good disappearing, my man. All right, then where should we start then, Les?
I think we should start maybe with the beet, actually, with the beetroots.
Can I go with my fingers? Because
Yeah,
it looks like,
okay,
it's got
try-
to be dipped.
Pick one up.
As I say, I'm not used to having them like this. I'm
dip-
excited. I'm excited.
So these were parboiled and then roasted in balsamic, a little bit of butter and olive oil. And then we just made a very simple sour cream and garlic dip with black pepper. Very simple, but a really lovely way of serving them, I think.
And when you're used to having them you know, in the vinegar and everything, they've got such a different consistency, haven't they?
Yeah,
very, very
completely
tasty.
different
taste.
Lovely, like that.
OK, and about here.
OK, so
Use your
moving on
fingers
to this
again.
then.
Come on,
I
mate.
will, now, I've got to tell you straight up that I don't usually like crusts on things.
OK.
Oh,
Don't usually like herb crust, don't usually like breadcrumbs, things like that. So, I'm looking forward to it, 'cause given that I breadcrumb them, we'll see. That's very nice.
Such a relief. Actually,
That's nice and moist. That's
nice
right.
and moist and pink.
Pink, yeah.
So, all we very, very simply,
Yeah.
we didn't mess about with them. Such a beautiful piece of meat.
Yeah.
And we just made some breadcrumbs, beaten egg, into the egg, into the breadcrumbs, pan
Can we have a
fried
little bit of
butter,
that first?
and then new potatoes just mashed with roquefort.
gorgeous.
Is it
and
really
mint.
lovely?
Yes, you
Yeah.
make that.
Go on then, mate. You get in
Go on
there.
then.
So you go.
Very simple pudding. I've done it with mango, but you could do it with passion
Trying to
fruits or
cause me trouble
pineapple. Oh, maple
Whoa, well
cream.
done, Nick. Lovely, mate. You got that in one, didn't you?
Very nice. I mean, very nice doesn't really sum it up. Very different. What's in the cream? We've got a
Maple
lime. The
and
lime, you can taste the lime.
And because mango is quite sweet, it's really nice to have the lime there that kind of cuts it through.
Overall, happy, Nick?
I'm very happy.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
very
absolutely
happy.
delighted.
Yeah,
Will you
yeah.
continue to cook, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, yeah. OK, you've been waiting patiently here, Lemmy. All right, mate. I think it's got to be the onion soup,
Get
isn't
stuck
it, Chef?
into the onion soup.
Oh,
Quite
yeah.
classical, really, but just works so well. We made a white onion sort of French onion soup, so we caramelised them off, like I said, but quite slowly, get the lovely richness from that.
Would you have cooked those onions for longer, Chef, or you quite
Probably
happy?
about another 5-10 minutes, just
OK.
obviously if I had the time. And then white wine, then stock, some thyme leaves in there, a little bit of garlic, not too much. You want to taste the onion, not overpower it.
And those look pretty good in the middle there, don't they, Chef?
Well, that's
eh?
got the a few tomatoes in there, which you just quickly cook down. Little bit of balsamic vinegar in there as well. Curly kale, the brie just on top. White wine, like I showed you, and then a sprig of thyme, and then just cooked in the oven, steams with the white wine.
Beautiful.
This one here.
Absolutely taste the tomatoes, cheese in there. It's
just cut
just
in there for you.
unbelievable.
Here we are.
This is our own
go
tomato
for it.
chutney.
There we are.
So tomato puree, some sugar, some salt, some tomato puree in there as well, and a little bit of vinegar. Just cooked down really, really slowly. Nice ripe tomatoes. That's all you need. And it's got to make a
You're a
lovely
venison
tomato
fan.
salsa.
You love that?
Yeah, you know, this friend of mine's got this venison farm, and he's been supplying me with this. They're called Ratting Reds. It's amazing, the farm. And I've been getting quite a lot of venison, and people come round to eat, and they think it's brilliant. They say, great piece of beef you got.
Well, we top that with a nice peppercorn crust. So peppercorns, butter, herbs, and some bread.
I think it just mixes in so well, that
Just
venison
works
and,
well.
and that.
Works really well. And then we've got the garlic potato wedges, which you saw. We cooked, shallow fried them in some nice veg
bit of
oil.
garlic in there.
A bit of garlic in there. And then we roasted the venison. This was quite naturally roasted with some garlic and some thyme. We made a red wine sauce. So it's a red wine reduction, red wine, some onion in there as well. Reduced that down, cream,
Thumbs up.
peppercorns.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, come on there, Alan and Richard have also done a fantastic job, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, where will our studio audience go? Who will they be voting for? Will it be Nick and Leslie in the red kitchen, or Alan and Richard in the green? Let's find out. Will you all please pick up your keypads, because it's time to vote now. OK, let's see which way it's going to go. Already some of you quite impetuous, getting straight on that button. You know who you want to vote for. A few of you are lagging behind, but the boards are now full. Let's find out who's won today's 20-minute challenge. You can see by 2, it's a red kitchen win! Congratulations, my man. And there's your ready, steady, cook winner's plate.
Excellent. Made in Stoke-on-Trent, I hope.
Ah, I certainly hope so too. And of course, we're going to make a donation to your favourite charity.
It's got to
which
be
is-
Sport Relief. It's Sport
Gotta
Relief
be.
Day, so thank you very much.
you very much.
Appreciate the money.
Well done, Les. Thank you very much indeed. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. Have they got it in for you? Last time you were on, you lost, didn't you?
I don't know what's wrong, what we're doing, but he's
Sorry.
a top chef, let me tell you.
He's a fantastic chef. You've got the wooden spoon. Here's the mug to go with it, mate.
Thank
All
you.
right, then. Fantastic. Thank you so much. God bless. And well done to you too, Rich.
Cheers, mate.
Always a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Lamb and Nick Hancock. OK, let's meet today's Quickie Bag Challenger. And this is Derek Stride from West Country Organic Herbs. So how many different types of herbs you've got out there then, Derek?
Well, we grow about 40 different herbs, including 9 different basils.
Wow, 9 different basils. That's extraordinary. Put your hand up if you knew there were more than 2 different types of basils, audience. Look at that. It's just one. That's most people, that's what they do, isn't it?
Exactly.
And what about people's taste in herbs? Have they changed over the years since you've been doing this business?
Yeah, when we first started, people would maybe use a basil or a particular herb, but now they're looking for different varieties. They're looking for saying a twist on something traditional.
I'll tell you, and they travel so much more, people, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Coriander going off to all these Asian countries and stuff like that. We just embrace it so much more. And there's all these sort of wonderful sort of stuff it can do for your insides too.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's have a look in your bag then. Well, not me, but the chefs. And will you come across and have a little bit of a try later, Derek?
I'd love to.
Great, thank you very much indeed.
Thank
Derek
you.
from West Country Herbs, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, Liz?
All right, my love.
You all right, Rich?
Yeah, all good.
Look at this. This looks like the back of my old grandmother's TV. Look at that. Look.
Look at that.
Can you see it? Do you remember all the tubes that used to stick out the back of the TV, Les?
No.
No. Well, that's the, and we've also got a little bit of Gruyere here. We've got some potatoes. We've got a lovely piece of pork. We've got some raspberries, the old framboise going there, tatties, courgettes, and herbs. Leslie Walters, what would you do with that little lot?
My goodness, what a fantastic bag. I think I would cut this into sort of medallions and stuff it with loads and loads of garlic and thyme, and then pan fry it in butter, and then do a really sort of winey, cheesy sauce to go with it. I would pan fry these potatoes and then get them into the oven with loads and loads and loads of herbs and finish off with some butter at the end. So it's like roasted potatoes really quickly. With these, I think I do some sort of probably use.
We've got some mint
we've got some mint there. Do like hot raspberries in like a sort of orange compote and serve it with thick whipped cream on the
Minty
side.
cream, lovely. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? But is that enough for our studio audience? Will Richard persuade them to do something more? Red for Leslie, green for Richard. Let's find out what he comes up with.
So, courgette, I love courgette. I think we'll do a little vegetarian starter. Grated Gruyere, grated courgettes, a little bit of breadcrumb through that and an egg. Make like a rissole. We'll pan fry those.
Yeah.
And then we'll use the lovely raspberries, a little bit of lemon balm. I'll do a raspberry and orange soup. And we'll do roasted pork. I think maybe just half of that, maybe some sesame seeds in it. Just a nice warm potato salad with, if we've got, I mean, I'm looking here, a bit of mint, bit of oregano. We use all those lovely fresh herbs.
We've got all these lovely fresh herbs, courtesy of Derek over there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who's it going to be? Once again, pick up those keypads. Green for Richard, red for Leslie. Who would you be voting for at home? I don't know. Once again, studio audience, please vote now. All right, red, greens popping up all over the place here. It looks fairly even Stevens at the moment. Come on then, computer, sort this out. Who's won today's 10-minute challenge? You can see by quite a margin, it's a green kitchen win! How dare you! Richard Phillips, your 10 minutes cooking time starts now.
Right, Les, if I can get you to make the rissoles for me, if you can grate me half the courgette, half the cheese, that'd be great.
That one for me.
We're going to mix that with some flour. We're going to pan them, then we're going to shallow fry them.
All right, mate.
OK, I'm going to take half of this this fillet. Yep, one half.
OK, what can I do
get
for
on.
you, Chef?
If you can whip me up a little bit of cream, please, Ains.
No problem at all.
Just a little bit of vanilla pod in there as well.
There you
That'd be
go,
really
mate.
good. Thank you. Cheers, Leslie. Yeah, so just a little bit of sugar in there and just a little bit of vanilla pod.
OK, no problem at all.
You.
Just a touch of it.
Yeah, magic. Thanks.
Lovely.
So I'm going to bat the pork out so I can get it cooked in time.
OK, guys, I'm going to tell you, Leslie, you're living out in the country. I know that you're a bit of an urban man, Richard, but what about herbs? Do you grow your own? Are you one of those people who like to sort of use fresh herbs, dried herbs, or do you take them from work? Tell me about that.
I'm not great in the garden, but I will grow basil in the summer. You know, get a big basil plant, loads of like marjoram, things, hardy herbs.
Just the one type of basil? I was just speaking to Derek over there. There are 9 varieties of basil.
that.
Quite extraordinary, isn't it?
I mean, there's the Thai basils that we know about.
OK, Thai basil. I know that when I went to Greece, you have those little miniature leaves, which are their kind of basil,
Beautiful.
and the traditional kind of Italian basil that we know, and they grow basil here in the country, but 9 varieties. How many varieties would you might be using at work then, Chef?
Well, the purple is a wonderful one. It has a great colour, great aroma. It works really well in fish dishes, and I make it with sort of escabeche and things like that. It's a pan-fried sea bream. Flake that in last. It's just wonderful.
Tell us, what have you done with that pork, Chef?
Just
and you
flattened it out.
flattened it a slightly unusual way.
Just flattened it, so it's kept it nice and square. Just so it cooks a bit quicker, actually, Ainsley. I'm getting my soup on the go here. This can be worked with strawberries, raspberries, anything like that.
And do you sweeten it at all, Chef?
Yeah, I've got the sugar here, Ainsley. Just a little bit of sugar, white wine. I put the lemon balm in there, and the raspberries.
Gorgeous.
A
Okay.
little bit of orange juice as well.
And you want to serve this with a little bit of creme chantilly.
Exactly.
And you're saying you want sugar and what else in there?
Just a little bit of sugar and vanilla pod, please.
Okay,
just
vanilla
a
and
straight
pod.
vanilla pod.
Just whip that a little bit. I'm just going to incorporate that into it now. Icing
Here you go.
sugar, obviously.
Yes, please, Ainsley.
Yeah,
Yeah, obviously, the reason for doing that
it's all...
is just so it incorporates. Don't get it doesn't become grainy.
Okay, that's a good little tip there, guys. You know, so many of us, when we're whipping up sugar and stuff like that, we put in caster sugar. That's what a lot of people do. Some people even put in granulated sugar, and you get all that kind of grittiness, isn't it, Les? Far, far better to use a little bit of icing sugar. It's smoother, and it really does make such a difference. You get that lovely sort of smooth, creamy taste in your mouth too.
Olive oil.
Okay,
Richard, where's
Leslie,
that
how
from?
have you made
Oh,
the
sorry, babe.
courgettes then? Tell us about those, love.
What, about the little fritter things?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice idea, I have to say.
Great vegetarian
Very,
dish.
very nice idea. Do you want me to do some sort of dip to go with these, Richard?
Yeah, if you can just take a little bit of yoghurt. We've got some lovely fresh mint here, which we'll just chiffonade up, so chop it up quite roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fold that through the yoghurt. And a little bit of lime in it would be great.
All right, mate.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, how many different types of herbs do you use at work then, Chef?
We use loads. I would say somewhere in the region of 20 to 25. I say loads, probably not a huge amount in comparison to what Derek has, but yeah, it's quite a large variety. And like you said, it's very important that you just adapt. You know, if you like, you know, whether it's sort of rosemary, whether it's thyme, whatever it might be, you can just adapt your own dishes around the herb, you know. If you don't like coriander, use something else. You can still do the same dish, you know.
Well, there you go. This is all whipped up for you, Chef. And it's really interesting that
Thank
you
you,
guys are actually talking about herbs, because our Quickie Bag question today comes from David Simpson. David, how you doing?
Not too bad, thanks.
Yeah, good.
very
Enjoying the
All right.
show?
Loving it, yeah.
Picked up a few tips?
few? Yeah, a few good ones.
That's what it's all about. And there's a few things that you've got lurking around at home called herbs. What do you want to know about them?
Is there like a rule of thumb as to which herbs work best with which meats? Certain meats work well with certain herbs?
I wouldn't say a rule of thumb.
No.
I mean, you know, people obviously think of rosemary, lamb, but, you know, I think thyme and sage work equally as well. It's, like I said, it's just a matter of tasting something and adapting the dish to your preference. You know, coriander being a herb that a lot of people find quite overpowering. Don't like coriander, use something like a lemon balm or lemongrass in there. Just adapt the recipe to whatever herb you actually like.
And I think, as well, don't always think of those herbs to have with savoury things. In Italy, they use rosemary an awful lot in puddings. And I think that, you know, the herbs that you normally use in a savoury way can be just as successful used with puddings too.
There you go. Hey, what do you like to use in your puddings?
Basil, tarragon.
Yeah, oh,
not,
nice.
not in the puddings. Basil in the main course.
Well,
Tarragon's quite
tarragon's
nice,
lovely. It's got a lovely aniseedy type flavour. And do you grow any of your own herbs?
No.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
You
But I
might
will
do
do.
after this.
I'll
Have a
give it
word
a
with a bloke down there, Derek. He knows about 40
Does
different
this, Gav?
varieties. All right, then. Nice talking to you. Good question. OK, chefs, time is moving on. We've got a wonderful... look at that. You've got the little chantilly cream in there, guys, infused with the icing sugar, obviously, and you've got the... vanilla in there too. Little vanilla seeds gives it a wonderful intense flavour, and the chef's just going to blitz that down in a minute and just pour that lovely kind of raspberry syrup, if you like, on top. Courgette cakes. Quantities
Is that
going
for
in
me?
there, Les, roughly?
Oh, blimey. I've used half a large courgette, a couple of egg yolks, about 2 ounces of grated Gruyere cheese, and then some flour to kind of bring it together.
To bind it together.
Yeah.
Lovely. And just fry those
just
off
fry
very,
them
very
off
gently
in some
in a
olive
bit of
oil.
olive oil. We've also got some salty potatoes here, Chef.
Yeah, perfect. They're going to sit underneath my pork.
OK, and what have you got with that? Is that a bit of oregano you've got in there?
Yeah, just a very small amount of oregano, and it's working really well. I'm trying to utilise these wonderful herbs we've got.
Lovely.
Can I use some of
OK,
these
we've
for
got
the dip,
3
guys?
minutes to go, guys.
Okay.
A nice amount of time, so we're not too
magic.
rushed.
That'd be great, thanks.
Let's see how we get on with this.
coming on. So you're
Anything
gonna-
else we
you're
can
gonna-
do for you, Chef? You quite happy?
Would you blend this in, please, Ainsley?
I certainly will.
That's the raspberries, the orange, the sugar, and the white wine in there.
Yeah.
That's going to be our soup. Ideally, that should stay in the fridge overnight, really, but...
Ah, right. And you want
Unfortunately,
it to chill down?
Exactly, really, really cold.
A couple of ice cubes in there, Chef, maybe, just to kind of...
Yeah, why not, if you've got
Yeah.
it there. I'll get them for you, actually, Ainsley, I'm here.
OK. A few little ice cubes going
Hey,
in
I'm
We
there.
don't
just
want too
gonna
much
flip
in there,
these
just
over.
because don't want to sort of water down that flavour, you know?
OK, yeah, I understand that, but it will just be
Just a little bit.
just a
They
little bit
come
of
nice
ice in there.
golden. They're golden enough for you, chef.
Absolutely fantastic.
OK, we've got a couple of minutes to go.
Okay, let's
Actually, these
to
would
do
be
the
good
trick.
if you wanted a non-vegetarian version. These would be fantastic served with bacon, actually, as a sort
Absolutely,
of a
yeah.
brunchy.
They work really well, wouldn't they?
Really.
You're talking about recipes. And what about a sauce with those? Are you doing a little fried egg, chef?
I'm doing a little fried eggs go on top of my pork. Let's go get these on the plate. So sautéed potatoes, butter, oil, all working really, really well. I've got a pot there for your dip. That's for your
1.5
dip.
minutes to go now, guys. See if we can get that a tad foamy for you. Okay,
That's beautiful. Cheers, Haynes.
Spatula.
OK, coming up for the 1 minute mark any second now. OK, we've got a little fried egg.
Oh, sabotage.
Sabotage! You'll never work here again, young man.
Woo! Go, Richard,
Okay.
go.
How's my eggs coming on?
Do you want this just around there, chef?
Perfect. Yeah, we'll pour that in there. Just should sit there nicely. Take the pork out. What was it? Sesame butter. Okay. Just going to get a nice nuttiness on that.
Lovely.
A little bit under there. Okay. My eggs should be there.
Do you want a
I'm just
lid on
gonna
that egg?
pop that on there.
That's enough of that in there.
Do you want a lid on that egg, mate?
Oh yeah, it's nearly there, isn't it?
All right.
About
yeah,
30
okay.
seconds to go
Okay,
now.
perfect. Just gonna pop that in there. Fire that off. That's
How you doing, Liz?
I'm all right, mate. You all right?
Kept a little bit of the old raspberry soup there. Less than 20 seconds to go now. Audience, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Well done, Richard. Well done, mate. Good, really good.
Well, there you go. And please welcome back Derek. Come on, Derek, come and join us. Welcome you, Derek. There you go. How you doing, mate?
Very
now, I think the chef here has utilised all of your herbs here, so you need to grab
tried.
hold of a bit of cutlery and
tried.
have a bit of a... Yeah, go on then. Even take that knife. Pretend you're at home in the country, you just want to cut through that.
Right.
Go on, go through it.
So we've got, so this is, I roasted this pork with some butter in there, a little bit of the thyme that we had, and some sesame seeds. And then what I've done is I've made like a beurre noisette, a brown butter, as the sauce. So all the juices it was actually cooked in, a little bit of lemon juice in there, and just some sautéed courgettes with the other half of the courgette.
Yeah.
Leslie made these wonderful rissoles for me. So it's a vegetarian, so it's cheese, flour, the grated courgette. You can use it with any soft
lovely.
food.
Yeah.
And we just made a nice lime and a mint yoghurt there to work alongside it. Sautéed potatoes with the oregano, which really works well. Fried egg on top of the pork. That was just a batted out pork.
Is that good?
Oh, that's fantastic.
And you've got to have a little bit of this too. There we are, mate. Forgive me for shoving this in your
No,
gob.
get in there.
Go on then,
Colourful.
straight in there. You happy with that? Is that lovely?
Oh, that's just beautiful, yeah.
Fantastic. And here's a couple of other beautiful people, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Hancock and Alan Lamb. Come on then, come and have a bit of fun. Just get stuck in. I certainly hope you've enjoyed it today, ladies and gentlemen. All the recipes, once again, are on our website. So just, you know, just go there and have a look. But more importantly, what we definitely want you to look at is Sports Relief tonight. Have a great, great evening. See you soon on Ready, Steady, Cook. Bye-bye. Take care.
It's results day. Which couple will win this week's takings on Recipe for Success next here on BBC Two? Then there's £22,000 at stake on Eggheads at 6.